The real reason most creators burn out isn't because of lack of ideas. It's because they are wasting time on videos that were never going to perform well. After growing my channel to over 66,000 subscribers, I've realized that 80% of my well-performing videos share 9 specific criteria that I can identify before even hitting record. I've now developed an idea filtration system that helps you decide if a YouTube video idea is even worth pursuing or not. This system balances the data and analytics and insights on one side and your passion and interest in the topic on the other side and balances the two. In this video, I'll share the exact 9-point checklist I use to decide which ideas are going to go into production and which ones are getting shelved, no matter how exciting they initially seemed. And if you're tired of trying to figure out YouTube alone and need some guidance and support, consider becoming a Yes member. My Yes members get full access to everything I create, including all of my courses, all of my workshops, all of my weekly coaching sessions, and they get personal and custom feedback on their YouTube channel. So consider becoming a Yes member today. I'll drop a link to the YouTube Entrepreneur Society down in the description. So let's get into my idea filtration system. Filter number 1, do I already have a well-performing video on this topic? Here's the thing, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel on YouTube. 80% of the time, you can literally take a video that you've done in the past and repackage it or come up with a similar topic or a related idea and create a new video on that. And usually you can add a new perspective or you can go more in depth. So here's an example from my channel. So this is a video I did quite a long time ago on background for YouTube videos. It performed really well, 74,000 views at the time. And so I wanted to create a video on another video on backgrounds. And so I created this one called virtual green screen backgrounds. So related, similar topics, and this one did even better than the original one at 166,000 views. Now, the trick to using this strategy is to see what about that video performed so well on your channel. So in this case, I got a lot of comments and I realized that I could make a follow-up video addressing some of these comments and questions that were coming in. But also just understand that if there are more things that you need to explain about a topic, then that's an excellent reason to create a related or similar video on that particular topic. Now, if you're a beginner and you don't have a topic that is done well on your channel, no problem at all. You can easily do this by looking at your competitor's channel. So you can pick a video from a channel that's in your niche that you follow, that's doing well, and then simply search by their most popular videos and see videos that are doing really well for them. Try to look for videos in the last year or so that have become really popular for them, and that could be your inspiration to create a related video, especially if you have some unique insights to offer on that same topic or you bring a fresh perspective to that topic. Filter number 2, do I have a well-performing short on the topic? So sometimes I create shorts that are very inspired, like this one, for example, which got over 300,000 views. It's called You Don't Need 1,000 Subscribers to Make Money from YouTube. And it got so much traction, with the first viral short I ever created. And so, of course, I knew that I wanted to create a long-form video on this exact topic. So I took the exact title from my YouTube short, and also because this title was ranking really well in search. So this YouTube short was getting a lot of views from search. So I knew if I created a long form video on the same search query and on the same topic, it would do really well. So here's what I did. I created this, and then here's the ninja tip. I created this video, and then I linked the long form video to the short that was performing well. So every YouTube short has a function inside where you can add a related video. So I linked these two videos, and as you can see here, a lot of traffic from this video is coming in from related shorts. So if you have a short that's doing really well, consider creating a long form video on it, link the two together, and that's going to help that long form video do really well as well. I actually used this tactic again very recently. So here's a short that I had that was on building a YouTube studio/home office in a small space. And you can see it was doing really well, getting a lot of views. And so I went ahead and created a long form video on this space, on the same topic called How I Built an Aesthetic YouTube Studio in a Tiny Space. So you can see I use these strategies over and over again on my channel, and you can do that as well if you or somebody in your niche has a well performing short on a topic. Consider creating a long form video on it and going more in depth. Filter number 3, is this topic trending and can I add a unique perspective to it? So a while back, last year, I guess, I saw that this term YouTube over 40 was trending on YouTube. A lot of people were making videos about if you're over 40, you should get on YouTube. And should people over 40 be making YouTube videos? And how to make YouTube videos if you're over 40. I personally did not jump on this trend. However, one of my clients did. And here's what she had to say about it. So remember, I said bring a unique perspective to it. So she brought another language perspective to it. And she said, my video is in Dutch, and I'm talking about why the best moment to start a YouTube channel is in your 40s, 50s, or 60s. This topic has lately been trending on YouTube, and I wanted to see how it would perform in the Dutch market. As you can see, it's doing better than average on my channel. Also interesting is that it's mainly been getting traffic from browse and suggested. I normally perform better in search. And this is what's going to happen when you jump on a trending topic. Typically, search is not going to be the main driver of traffic, but browse and suggested are, because that's how trending videos typically get views. They start trending on the homepage, and then one video is trending, and then other videos start to get suggested in the sidebar next to that trending video. So you're typically going to see a lot of traffic coming from browse and suggested when you implement this strategy. Filter number 4 is this something that I get asked frequently? So if you're already creating content and you're already known as an expert or you are honed in on a topic, you might be getting a lot of questions on your topic of expertise. So for me, what that looked like was I was getting a lot of questions similar to this one. Hi, Salma, great video. My first language is Italian, and I'm wondering if I should post content in Italian or English. I'm a music producer, etc., etc. It's not easy for me to determine what would be a better target market for me. I want to do it in English, but I'm afraid to be cut off from the local market. Could you give me advice? I saw a variation of this question in my inbox on my social media feeds all the time. What language should I create a video on? And so I went ahead and created this video. Should you create YouTube videos in English or your native language? It did really, really well for my channel, got a ton of engagement, and actually got a lot of questions in the comments section. And I might actually answer some of those questions in a follow-up video. So that's kind of a hidden strategy inside this tip, is that if people are asking you a lot of questions, then that typically means you should create a YouTube video on that topic. And then if they continue asking you a lot of questions in the comments, follow up and create more videos on that topic, because that demonstrates genuine interest in that topic and your ability and how you are answering those particular questions. That's what people are enjoying. So definitely use this strategy going forward. Okay, now keeping with the theme of asking questions, filter number 5 is, have I answered this question somewhere else and it got a lot of engagement? So it doesn't just have to be on YouTube. So when I started my YouTube channel, I was really, really active in a lot of Facebook groups for online business owners. And I would spend my time answering questions, not because of some strategy, but because I knew I had something valuable to say in response to their question. So I started answering questions inside Facebook groups, and then I would turn some of those questions into YouTube videos. And today I want to share an example from one of my Yes members. And she's using Reddit as an example here of an external source, right? So she's saying, mind blown by Reddit. And I'd like to share how it has been sending a steady flow of people to my channel. I started answering comments maybe 10 days ago. It took me 1 week to realize I could actually post something valuable. My first post was about my latest video, which brought several subscribers to my channel. And then this morning, I felt inspired to create a post with links to some of my meditations. So this is an excellent strategy that you can use going forward, that if you are answering questions, let's say on Quora or on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Reddit or on Threads or on Instagram, other platforms that people are enjoying, they're liking your answers, they're commenting on them. That's a great clue that you should probably create a video on that topic for your YouTube channel, and it's going to perform well. And keeping in line with the theme of posts performing well on other channels, filter number 6 is, did I create content about it and it went viral on another platform? So I've recently been very active on the Threads platform, and some of my posts are going viral there. For example, this one was about a new YouTube introduction trend. It got over 300,000 views in 24 hours, 630 likes, 76 comments, 50 reshares. I knew I absolutely had to create a long form YouTube video on this topic because there was just so much interest. And so I went ahead and created this video called the 30-second hook method that keeps YouTube viewers watching past your intro. So not the exact same, but the ideas in it were similar. And you can see that this video performed really well for me in the first, I would say 24 to 48 hours. It's plateaued a little bit now, but I think it's going to take off again because it's getting a steady amount of traction on my channel. This is typically how my videos do. They gain a lot of views and then they stabilize for a bit and then they take off maybe 30, 60, 90 days later, which is because I create a lot of evergreen search-friendly content. So if you're going viral somewhere else, and viral for you could look like 10x the amount of views you normally get, right? So if you get 100 views and you get 1,000 views on your latest post, that's your indicator that this topic is one that is likely to do well on YouTube as well, because there's a lot of interest, more than normal interest on it. Okay, filter number 7. Does this video serve a larger goal to educate my audience? And does it move them to wanting to work with me? Now, this one is very business oriented. So sometimes I want to create videos that I feel are going to attract the exact right audience, the exact ideal client that I want to attract, and it's going to move them to trust me more and to want to work with me. So this is an example of a video that I created actually this year in January. And the reason this video came about is because last year I created a YouTube planning system for myself. And I loved my own system. I shared it with my Yes members, and they started using it and seeing results from it. And so I was like, okay, let me share it with my YouTube viewers as well. So I created this video, how I planned my videos in 2025, the YouTube planner I built in Notion, and I released my YouTube planner, and I started making sales off that planner from that one video that I created. So this video served a larger goal in getting people to convert from being a viewer to becoming a customer. And so sometimes you want to create videos that are going to drive the buyer journey forward, and they're going to take your viewers and turn them into your customers. Are you still with me? We're on number 8. Let me know in the comments if you are enjoying this idea filtration system and if you plan to use any of these filters in your video. Number 8 is, am I already showing up in search results for this topic? So if you have created a few videos already on your YouTube channel, you want to go into your videos tab and look at all of the searches that are bringing people into your YouTube channel. So for me, this looks like all of these: how to get more impressions, how to introduce yourself, how to speak in YouTube videos, and so on. These are all of the searches that are bringing people into my channel, right? So what you want to do is think about what searches do you not have videos on? And you can use exact phrases here. So for example, if people are asking me how to find trending topics in your niche, right? I might go ahead and create an actual video titled How to Find Trending Topics in Your Niche, because people are already coming to my channel with these search results. And if I don't have a video on it, I'm leaving ideas on the table, money on the table, because people are already coming here. So you want to look at what Google search results, what YouTube search results are already getting people into your channel, and definitely create videos on those topics. And finally, number 9, and this is where a lot of your passion and interest are going to come in. And sometimes I go off on rants with this. And number 9 is, do I really want to talk about this topic. So sometimes I look at the data and analytics, but sometimes I look at what my internal voice is telling me. And this is an example of a rant that I did on my channel. It's called I Stopped Trying to Be Consistent on YouTube. Here's why. It did really well for my channel, especially during the first, I would say, 30 days or so that I released it. A lot of engagement. If you have a really strong message and a burning desire to share your opinions on that particular topic, then go ahead and create a YouTube video on that. Chances are that your passion's going to come through and people are going to relate to it, to whatever it is that you're doing. And if that topic is even slightly controversial, that's going to make it perform even better. So if you're taking, the road less traveled, or you have an opposing point of view and you want to make a video explaining that, then that is likely to perform really, really well because it combines your passion for the topic and other people's relatability with that topic and with that counterintuitive advice. I was looking at YouTube's own documentation on this topic, and here's what YouTube itself has to say. Deciding what content you create should be a balance between doing what you love and a little data-driven research. With this perspective, you can determine which content to create next with the greatest possibility of channel success and audience satisfaction. And I would add creator satisfaction to that as well, because it's important that you are happy with the topics you're choosing and you're not just doing it because the data is saying it, but you truly want to talk about those topics as well. Now, if you'd like my help in implementing the Idea Filtration System or any of the things that I talk about in my YouTube channel, then consider becoming a Yes member. I'll put a link to Yes membership in the end card as well as down in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.